Hey guys, welcome. I'm Tracy. This is my channel, Tracy from the Mermaid Cove. Welcome to my glorious morning hair. I am still on my quest. So my original goal is 25 things in 25 days, right? Then I thought, well, there's 30 days in June, so why don't I stretch it to that? And there'll be 750 things. This is my last one for the 30. Then my thinking is, well, let's round it up to 800, right? I thought, let's just go for 1,000. So I will have 15 more, I think, after this. 10 more of the bonus. So it's really, like Barb had mentioned that, she picks a room and I'm going to do that. But this was just sort of special to get everything flowing, just to, having lost friends and stuff meant so much to them. Just looking around and thinking it's just stuff, and just start grabbing stuff. And that's kind of was organic like that. And then I thought, okay, let's do some collections, right? So I've been in my jewelry. You guys, you'll have seen this by now, but as I'm doing this, it's not posted. But it was so much fun. So that's a little different where you're actually sorting through things with me. So I've got greeting cards and I just pulled some. But I think what I'm going to do is the next 10 are just going to be a variety. I want to just go in my kitchen and get stuff. I have another part of a cabinet, just pull everything out and go through it with you guys. Just that kind of thing. So I might do the greeting cards one more and have you go through and sort with me. My goal is, I can't get stuck in that. My goal is at least to put all greeting cards in one area. And I do have organization. It's just all over the place. So that's a long-term goal, but it would be fun to take one box and go through with you guys. So lots of thoughts, lots of ideas. And I want to start this going through a whole bookshelf with you guys and maybe releasing 25 books from the whole bookshelf. I don't know. But I think that'd be kind of fun because I know for me, I would love to watch. I mean, I like to see what people are letting go of, but to watch the process and see what's not getting let go of is pretty cool too. But yeah, so then I'll just start doing, but I'm going to relax and I'm going to make it a normal, maybe I'm letting go of 25 things a week or every couple weeks, right? Get a box, put it in my library and just put things in there. And when I'm at 25, film it and send it on its way. So as I'm writing this or talking, this is a Wednesday and I'm off tomorrow, but tomorrow and Friday, I'm going to film among other things. Saturday and Sunday are going to be more relaxing days. So I think what I'm going to do is Saturday morning, grab everything and go to the food bank. Because I like to do at least 2 more sessions in my garage. 2 or 3, depending. But yeah, it's just interesting how this has evolved and how my brain latches onto things. That's, actually not a surprise to me for sure. But anyway, so these are just greeting cards I grabbed from a big box that I do have Halloween, Thanksgiving, Valentine's, get well, I think just friends, cats, books, I think are the general categories. But this is a fun memory. So now this one I got with Angela and Beverly at XOTracy, I think, which is a barn sale. But you guys, this paper on this thing, this is handmade. So they've got handmade paper. What's interesting to me is how it got torn. I don't know, maybe a machine did it, but it looks hand torn. But it's beautiful. I wish you could feel the quality. And then look at that. They put it together with that little heart. I mean, that is so neat. I'm going to want to do that in some of my art, like Sugar Boo and Company. Perfect, you guys, in a journal. Glue that down and then you can write there or even open it like that. So all kinds of cool stuff. I have other ones. I do. I have other ones. So, because now my brain's like, you should take that for art, but that's not the point. I got plenty for art. And so here was in the get well section. So you're going to be just fine. It says more sophisticated greeting card humor from Gunnar Johnson. And inside you've heard from the lab, so it's official. Get well. In a world that I have many greeting cards, maybe, I guess, anyway. You just have to pick things and let them go, right? Get well soon, get well soon. This will be here's wishing you a speedy recovery. And this is, so let me tell you a story about the card lady. My mom and I were at a flea market, and sort of local, and I met this woman selling cards and stationery, and needless to say, I practically bought her out because it was like 25 cents, 50 cents, really inexpensive. And then if you got so much, she gave you a deal. Well, it turns out her brother-in-law is British and sells greeting card line, a whole bunch of different ones. And he sends her sort of like the sample ones or leftover ones. And I was working with a lot of people at that time that were stationery junkies, card junkies, paper junkies, just like me. So what I did is we started having card parties where we did it like 3 or 4 times at different people's houses. We were writing checks for like $40, $60. Honestly, it was just mass drama and commotion, and you'd get caught up in the wave, and then we would trade them. And, you know, I still occasionally from people get these cards, but that's the story that really pushed us all into another level of crazy. So here's one, and see, there's such a variety of the cards, right? I mean, this is blank inside, but it's just such a huge variety. So this reminds me, do y'all ever heard of an artist called Shag? S-H-A-G. I think those are his initials, but you should check him out. He does this really fun kind of tiki retro bachelor vibe. I love his stuff. Let's see. Hope you soon be well. Wishing for you in the warmest ways the best of health without delay. I love these sayings. I mean, just sitting around, probably in a room, or maybe not. And like this one, I had to make, you know, I have tons of extra envelopes. Let's see. Get well soon. This was free back in the day. It's called Help the Children, Glendale, California. It says, a very special get well wish, as loving as can be, to bring you lots of cheery thoughts to keep you company. Y'all, let's make up a get well wish. Can we do that? So this one is a Dollar Tree one. I had like 3 of them. Can you believe this was $1? You guys, look, there is ribbon. This is like a hand put on element, though I'm sure it's not. So Dollar Tree, of course, $1.25 now. They have amazing cards, you guys. Amazing cards. So you're crazy. Hope your Valentine's Day is possum. Amazing. So this is a kind of a sympathy card. So it says, it's beautiful, isn't it? May loving memories bring you comfort and peace with deepest I can't say that word, sympathy. And again, it's one of those British cards. Just, even the back's cool. I have lots of, yeah. I would never now, I lie, like, okay, so like Trader Joe's cards, right? I'm going to get ready, and part of this is, you know, just because I love it so much, I'm going to allow myself a couple hours on Saturday or Sunday just to, you know, file cards. But Trader Joe's are so good too for $1. It's very hard not to buy some sometimes as a card collector. But I told myself if I don't start sending them out, it's going to be a no-go. Anyway, this is called Victorian Greeting Card. And then they would maybe have 10 in a series, and you would try to get them all, or we would trade for them. So I might have 2 in another series of 10. I have 8. We would trade them out, my friends and I. You know who you are. Probably not one of them watching this channel. Not one. That's right. Love them anyway. Happy Mother's Day. Again, one of the British cards. Elizabeth, which was my mother. This made me a little sad. Again, so in that series, let me see. So these are the same, called the Animal Kingdom. This is called the Cleaners, and it says Louis Wain was an artist who became Wain, W-A-I-N, was an artist who became famous for his amusing pictures of cats, which reflected Edwardian England. H.G. Wells wrote, Lewis Wayne invented a cat style, a cat society, a whole cat world by Laura Werner Designs. So, isn't that hysterical? What cats get up to. But I have a few in that series. This one, all right, so here's the other one. May you have a hat full of luck. The Animal Kingdom. So it looks like it was from a postcard 1920 and they made a card out of it. So cool. And then let me see here. I've been looking at them, so I got them all rearranged, I think. Maybe not. Okay, so this one, isn't that cute? It just says Victorian greeting card circa 1880 by Hartman, a courier. How cute, even this little thing. Blank inside. So here's another cat one, British. See, so many different styles. And this one, most of them are blank. So Cat's Whiskers Flower Power, Claire Madicott, 1999. Printed in England on paper from a renewable source. Just so cool. Isn't that beautiful? Another British one called Stone. And look at the collage. So they have like a newspaper kind of thing underneath it, or book print. Must have something delivered. Y'all, I don't answer my door if I'm not expecting you. So that's super cool. But just simple. Got clear all crazy. So this one, again, England. Looks like handmade paper, little flowers, shared earth. So yeah, it's made from reused things. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, so that one was like $1, which was a big deal. Out of my Valentine's. Isn't that interesting design? I mean, super interesting. Again, a British one. And then there's a whole series of these two, just different elements and different cards. This one, just simple. Of course, you have to pay extra postage on this square, but sometimes you can just flip them in another envelope. See, just so many different styles. So they had a whole bunch of different lines that this card company sold. Thinking of You, this is So My Mother. One of the free ones with the cool envelopes. Sending You Special Thoughts. Isn't that pretty? She loved Americana stuff. Just a Note. Empty. But again, these are some of the ones you get packets. Just the cutest envelopes, seriously. I thought they should stay together. I'm not going to steal an envelope so it can sit. Thinking of You. Again, I think this is a freebie one. 2014. Remember, you guys that are my age or earlier, you would have them like this, and then you would put a sticker here and mail it just like that. I probably have some somewhere. I love those things. Get Well Soon. Here's an oldie, but a goodie. Let's see. I am sincerely wishing that with every passing day, you will get a little better until you are well to stay. You know what? I'm going to spend my time at work today thinking of a cute little greeting. This one's cute. This is probably a freebie. Isn't that nice? At some point, you know what? I just don't remember. Another cute English one. Yeah, most of them are empty. But just even the backs are interesting. But this is a Mary Englebright envelope. Y'all, I follow her on Instagram. She's a very interesting person. But I DM'd her a couple times, but no response. I try not to hold that against her. But I love this envelope, so I'll probably find another one and keep that, just because that's, you know, a nutty thing to do. And again, this is a British design, so different than everything else. 2000, you guys, 22-year-old card. And these again are more expensive to mail. So if you do use something like that, square, you got to put extra. But anyway, just, I mean, love literally everything about it. And I'm a big fan of gray and yellow right now, with a pop of kind of blue, maybe even like this blue. So guys, that is 25 cards from my card stash. I can't even imagine what the count would be, right? So love the hair in the sun. Anyway, what do you think? Do you have cards? Are you a card collector? Are you someone who writes cards all the time and sends them? I used to be so much better at it. I love sending cards. So I think that's something I want to incorporate again. So as I'm kind of going through, I've been pulling out a few that I want to put in my stash. And I don't know if I really went through all my like stamps, like stamps you put in the envelope in the mail. I have a collection of stamps. A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of something. So thank you guys. And yeah, which one would you want? I mean, I could send you cards, send me your address. I could do that. I could afford a couple of stamps because I have them. Yeah, if you want me to send you a card, might not be out this batch because by the time you see it, you can tell me which one you like the best maybe, and I could kind of pick some. Or when I show you my handmade cards, maybe one of those. So, all right, guys, you take care. I appreciate all the feedback, and I'm doing, you know, every day is different, like for everyone. Some days are easier than other days. Some days are so hard. I think, wow, how are you going to get through this day? And I do. Now today, because it was a hard day yesterday, I have in my head, I can think of greeting card descriptions for get well. Can you do that? Can y'all want to put it in the comments? What would you come up with? Okay, guys, you take care. Day 30. Day 30. 750 things. Some big, some small. Some I would like to keep, some I don't care about. And we're going to 1,000. Buckle your seatbelts up. We are going to 1,000. So thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.